Make you laugh. I had did a date night for a couple. This was my first time nannying for them. They had a set of twins, first time parents. The twins were like 18 months. They were celebrating their anniversary. I got there like 5 because mom and dad wanted to be able to get dressed. You know, I had the kids, made dinner, all that good stuff. So they were like, we'll be back by 11-ish. Midnight the latest. I was like, go out, have fun, enjoy your anniversary. Dad had me decorate the room. He had asked me if I knew how. He's like, he wanted to do something special for her, so he had ordered flowers and balloons and stuff. Say happy anniversary. Like, I did that room, like the hard roses on the bed, all that good stuff. They were supposed to get back by midnight. 12:30, I'm texting them because they ain't back at the house. 1 o'clock, they still ain't responded. And I think me and Jason had just started dating. So I'm texting him like, yeah, I'm still at work, blah, 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 blah. 1:45, I'm calling grandmama because, hey, something's going on. I can't get in contact with him. Grandma lived 2 hours away. She was like, well, I can be on my way. I was like, no, ma'am, just in case everything is okay, I'll keep you updated. She was like, okay, well, let me know. She said she was calling them too, but she was like, this isn't like them. She was like, in the morning, I'm gonna come on down. I was like, okay, cool. They ain't here about it in the morning. We're gonna call the police and they come on down, all that stuff. Baby, I guess in the midst of me waiting for them, I fell asleep. I woke up to 22 missed calls and text messages from them saying how sorry they are. They ate an edible at 7:45, and they had went in, had some drinks, ate their food, and had been sitting in the car since then, stuck. Hey, all right, who's gonna come up first and show it to me? Okay, come on. Me cute. I draw a picture. Then my mama, then me daddy, then my grandma, and then my grandma's special friend. Well, what's your grandma's special friend? That Mr. Earl right there. Well, grandma say his name Jane Earl, but we call him Mr. Earl because he said that was spiteful. I said, oh, okay then. Well, why your mama look so sad on the picture? Cause my grandma said that her and Mr. Jane Earl, they go to a casino for Christmas, and she not watching no kids this year. Okay, and who was the lady sitting next to your dad? That my girl, that my daddy's girlfriend. She like, I like her, I like her, I like her. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, she give me a big hug, and when she hug me, she do this right here, and her titty move, and I be like, ooh. Okay. Can I get somebody else to show me what's on their Christmas list with their picture? Me cute. That me mommy, that me daddy, and that me brother, 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 and that me. Oh, okay. So, what's that little dot? I had told me, mommy, I want a little sister. You did? Yeah, I told her I want a real sister. And she told me if me daddy not stop. we're in class, and I told you guys, around 3:33, around Christmas time, I always tell my kids when they are writing their Christmas list, if they can't spell the words, make sure to draw a picture of it. So one of my babies got up front so he could tell us, and he had a box with a P on it. And I was like, what's in the box? What's the box for? It me mom P normal box. Cause her say that her got cobweb make you. And I know how her got cobwebs. But the P is for plumber. Cause me mom said her need a plumber to fix her pipes. Cause they real bagged up. And that it's cobwebs on it. And if her not use it, her not gonna know how to do with it. And her say her tired of using her Panora box. And I know what her Panora box. But I tried to open it McQ and it was hard. It got real lock on it. And I had tried to unlock it and it not even unlock. I had tried all the key on her key ring and them not work either. And her got another key, but I can't reach it. So I want to give me mom a new Panora box. And the P is for the plumber. So I get her a plumber so him can help get the cobwebs and make sure her pipes good. Cause me grandma say when your pipe bagged up, you can't boo-boo. And I don't want me mom pipes bagged up. Her not be a boo-boo me kill. But her said her pipes got cobwebs on it. And me grandma said that her pipes, they dry. And they ain't had no plumber. That was me grandma had that to me mom. That her pipes, they dry. And they not had nobody. Me personally, the reason why I say my baby a lot in my videos, because they are my babies. Duh. Like, I love these kids. I make sure they're good just like y'all make sure they're good. But I always say my babies. I say my babies. From whatever time I clock in to whatever time they go home, they my babies. They get my hugs. They get my attention. They get my extra love. They get my energy. So those are my babies from the time I clock in to the time they go back home with their mamas. Oh, one more thing. I didn't know if you were just saying daycare worker to be funny, but my name is Nanny Q. If you don't know who I am, you can Google me. I'm Googleable.
A new mom is rethinking her marriage after her husband asked her to get a job just 6 weeks after giving birth due to a financial crisis. Her husband wrote into Reddit asking for advice. But the situation is so complicated, it's hard to know what's right or fair. His wife agreed to have a baby on one condition, that she'd be allowed to stay home for at least the first year. And when they decided to have the baby, they were in a financial position that allowed for this. But that was before the husband's twin brother stole $25,000 out of their bank account. It's basically a soap opera evil twin plotline in real life. Now they're down to their last $3,000 before even paying for their rent, and they can't make it on just his income alone, so he asked his wife to start looking for a job. But she straight up told him months ago she'd never forgive him if he backed out on their agreement that she'd be a stay-at-home mom. And even worse, 90% of the money his brother stole was money she saved up by working overtime to make sure she wouldn't have to work once the baby was born. So she's understandably furious, now rethinking their marriage entirely. People had mixed feelings about who was right and wrong, agreeing to face challenges head-on as a team is part of marriage after all. But is the wife getting a job even going to solve the problem here? Childcare costs would potentially erase her entire income anyway. A recent global survey found that 1 in 5 parents have had to quit either their job or their education because of childcare costs. And that's including many countries that at least have some form of government-funded childcare. So we can assume that that rate is even higher here in the US, where this couple lives. Others on Reddit wondered whether her extreme reaction was at least partly attributable to postpartum depression. And in follow-up comments, the husband revealed that she does in fact suffer from that condition. Taken all together, it's kind of hard to justify this whole go get a job thing. Quite a few Redditors suggested the husband go get a loan to bridge the gap until they get their $25,000 back instead. Because going back on that promise just 6 weeks after giving birth, not sending the best signal to his wife.
I keep trying to do this video, but I'm looking at the Dolphin game. So every time I start doing this video to respond to you, they make a play on the game. So I have to constantly keep just stopping and stopping. But working in a daycare, I noticed some kids will just run a fever. And if you check it again in about 15 minutes, it's normally back good. Oh, that was so close. He almost got a touchdown. But we had a rule at the one daycare I worked at that parents couldn't bring in outside cups, like the sippy cups and stuff. No, because parents put medicine in it. I remember one morning, my baby had some like red stuff on his shirt, and his mom was like, "Oh, he spilled his juice in the car trying to hurry up and drink it because he know he can't bring his cup into school." That baby looked me dead in my eyes and said, "No, Mama, that's the mother said, cause it's a nasty. But you said I had to take her since I not feel good. I not like it, McHugh." All right, I hope I might be seeing you in a little while, girl. So, if my babies don't feel good and they just drag an ass and want to cuddle and be up under me all day, yeah, I'm calling you because my baby don't feel good. But other than that, my kids, y'all, my own kids, took them for a well child checkup. Tell me where both of them folks had strep throat. Both of them had no symptoms. So I know kids, they get sick like that. That's why I always tell parents, make sure you double up on vitamins and stuff. Like I made an Amazon storefront of like multivitamins and stuff for kids because kids germs will put you down. Kids germs will have you down. I told y'all I did a video. I was out for like a whole week. I don't know what the hell they gave me. And when I came back, I was like, well, I feel better. And one of my babies said, you start hugging everybody. You not be sick. You be sick because you let a hug. You're absolutely right. But I ain't just calling. I promise y'all, we don't just be calling y'all just to be calling y'all. We be trying to make sure these babies good. You don't want them to be at school with no fever because that right there is very dangerous. That's why anytime my babies start having a fever, you good? You good? Let me check it again. Let me check it again. Let me check it in. I just don't play with fevers, but kids be kids.
Baby. She be acting like she be tired of me or something. Like, oh!
One day I had to close, so I wasn't at the school that morning. And I get this FaceTime from the director. And she like, I'm not calling to ask you to come in. I'm calling you so you can see this bullshit. And I'm like, Miss Lisa, what done happened, girl? She said, Henry mama gonna bring her telling her this goddamn morning talking about he's drinking orange juice and cranberry juice. Miss Queen, I looked at her and I wanted to say, do you think I was born last night? Do you think it fell off the turnip truck last night? Who the hell does she think she's playing with? I was like, well, how you find out it wasn't cranberry juice and orange juice? She said, I'm about to show you right now. So I'm looking at the security camera. You see them walking in. You see her telling her, blah, 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 blah. Then you hear the little Henry turn and look at his mama and do this right here. And his mama pat him on the head and was trying to direct him in the classroom. He stopped dead in his tracks. And this is why I was so happy we had audio on our security cameras. He stopped dead in his tracks and said, no, Ma.
You drunk all the cranberry juice with the vodka because you say you were sick and tired of us being sick. And me grandma told you that I needed the medicine because I was throwing up like the girl from The Exorcist. And me grandma thought we were possessed with a demon devil because the way we were throwing it up. And you said, it don't matter. You put the medicine in me on you in the morning so me could go to school. That what you said to me, grandma, last night, mama. That what in here, me, Lisa. It is orange juice and it is me medicine so I don't demon devil through. So I'm at work doing my lashes. I got an event to go to tonight, so I'm gonna be wondering why one side be so neat and the other side just be like, eh. Anyway, I get a call. A young lady is like, hey, I'm looking for a nanny. I give her the full rundown, what area you live in, how old are the kids, blah, 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 blah. This baby said they 13, 14, and 15. I said, months? She was like, oh, no, years. I was like, oh, well, we don't nanny over 9, actually. 10 is my cutoff. And she was like, well, what about the parents who need nannies for their teenage kids? And so I'm going to be very honest with you. It's called security system. Get a keypad lock where you control who's coming in and out. Make sure you get locks on the outside. Make sure you get locks on get cameras on the inside of the house. Cameras at every door, every window that's downstairs. I said, and make sure it's hardwired. She said, why? I said, because I have heard of teenagers cutting off the Wi-Fi so the alarm doesn't work so people can come in and out the house. That lady said, can I just send you a cash app to say thank you? She said, because I never thought about that. I never thought about it. She was like, I got 3 boys, 13, 14, and 15. She said, and me and my husband are at our wits' end. She said, I never thought about getting an alarm system. I said, yep. Get you a camera for the front door, back door, make sure all doors downstairs and windows downstairs are monitored, make sure everything is hardwired, and have a backup camera. So even if they think that it went offline, you still have a backup system that still records everything. She said, sound like you had experience. I said, no, I didn't. I just have friends that have teenage kids now. And that call went from talking about nanny stuff to me and this lady just hung up the phone. We have talked for about 35 minutes, going back and forth over little stuff, saying little stuff. And she was like, no, serious. Can I have your cash app? I was like, no, you're fine. She said, no, I want to sow a seed. You just helped me realize I can do this. I was like, yeah, you can do it. You just got to think smarter than them. They think that they're so smart that they forget that we did this without internet. She was like, you're so fucking right. Yeah, so that's it, girl. But she did. She sent me a $45 cash app. Get them alarm systems, y'all.
Immediately screams trashy parenting to you.
Parents that have kids when their kids were already taken from the system. Parents who don't tell their child that they have a disability and they keep that from them their whole life. Parents that don't take their kids to doctors because it's too expensive. Parents that don't do homework or related service provider practices with their child at home and you wonder why your kid isn't progressing. Learning starts at the home. Having a kid to save your life. That's not how that works. Parents that say they gentle parent when they're really doing permissive parenting learn the difference. Trashy parenting.
Right? What are you doing?
Just talk.
You think about your business as a child. When you have your child and it's in infancy, it requires all of your time, all of your attention. Everything in you goes into that business, right? It's not until realistically, right, they start walking. Okay, now you still gotta watch them, but it don't require everything. Right? Now they go to daycare.
Right.
So now you still you need it, you gotta touch them. But then they come in now, they go to school. And as they get older, your hands come off it even more.
Wow.
You're year 10. Your kid's in 5th grade.
Wow.
So you have 5th grade problems. Right?
Wow.
You're there, but you're not there.
I don't have to be all the way in.
So when you look at it, but you got to 10 years. You got to 10 years. So 10 years is the build of that foundation. Because once they hit 18,
They go.
right at 18, they got to fly.
They flying.
And at that point, you get to watch them fly. You get to watch everything that you put into
They
them
to kick my feet up.
grow,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you got 8 more years, Charmaine.
Wow.
World designer. That's my friend right there, y'all.
Yeah, man, that's family right there.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I am learning to accept the blessings when people want to do nice things for me, because it took me so long to accept it. Some people just want to show me love just because they like me and they don't want nothing in return. Like, it took me so long to accept gifts from my clients because I was like, why they sending me gifts? What they want?
And I had to learn some people just show their love and appreciation with gifts and money. And I love that for me now. I love that I have learned to accept those things and not block other people's blessings. It took me a minute to get used to it, but now that I'm used to it, I be like, gimme. Like when I put up my Amazon storefront for wish list for me, and I started getting gifts from it, I was like, I gotta take it down. Too many people buying stuff. I got nervous that so many people were just buying stuff and just saying in the little notes that they would send from Amazon, I just want to show my appreciation. I was like, so I'm learning, but thank you. Oh, thank you. I hope you had an amazing day. And yes, you can still call me auntie, baby. And I'm going to call you sister. Because, I mean, I am older. But that's okay, girl. Because your auntie look good to me, 42 in a few days. Y'all, this 42nd birthday didn't say, hey, girl, come on. But thank you for y'all support. Thank you so much. Y'all know I love when y'all call me auntie, so thank you so much. I put some of my older videos on my YouTube. I'm trying to get used to doing it, and my husband has really been getting on my case about it, but I am getting better at it, so thank you.